was almost seamless, and wow, I'm fuzzy. Let's turn the music down slightly. Hello, everybody. Can everybody see me and hear me and marvel in my stupendous shirt? I have not picked the right shirt for a green screen at all, have I? I've kind of gone see-through. Could have picked a better shirt. Hang on 1 second, everybody. Don't worry, I'm not going to change my shirt. I'm just going to mess around with the chroma key. Sorry about this, because it's quite fuzzy. That's better. That'll do. Am I see-through? Maybe I am. Come on for two. Go behind me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey prospectors, welcome to today's stream. I'm going to have a quick chug of coffee. It's all action stations this morning. Sorry we're a tiny bit behind schedule. Only 7 minutes. Well, that's actually quite good by my standards. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all enjoying your Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Good, yes. Yeah, so welcome to today's stream. A quick introduction for those that may not know. If you don't, I don't blame you. My name's Matt. I'm the community manager for Payload Studios. I work on TerraTech as the community manager. I manage you wonderful people, make sure you're all happy, make sure you're all enjoying the game, and making sure that, you know, the game is fun and doing fun stuff like a little known thing called the TerraTech Warship Challenge, or the Naval Warfare Challenge, depending on what day of the week it is or what forum thread you're reading. Yeah, so I've been working on it a little bit today, making sure that's all action stations. Oh, my camera does that. Thank you, camera. Fixing itself. It's going to do it again. Are you going to do it again? Yeah, look at it go. Beautiful. I need to get a new camera. Not when you're perfectly on time in the past. Cool, right, so today, let's talk about what we're going to do today. So we are going to do round 2 of the Naval Warfare Challenge. So that means that we are going to... We've got through round 1, and I'm going to show the standings as they stand right now. I have a... I mean, it's a Photoshop file, I'm not going to lie. So let's just take a look at what we're up to so far. So these are all the round 1 battles that we went through, and again you can see how many we had to get through. There's so many. These are pretty much the standings as they are. So on the left, on the very far left is round 1, and also on the very far right is round 1. That took, what, 3 weeks to get through? So many weeks to get through all those entries. And now we're into round 2. So we're going to do round 2. This left-hand side, this left-hand column on the left here is what we're going to be working on today. So we should have all of these battles lined up. So let's just go through who we've got. So first up is Please Accept Me versus Overlord Aqua, then Rev the Pom, then VQ9, then Titronic, then versus DFP, then Keem versus Tadashi, then GKJ versus Dax Nighthawk, Ingridar versus White Dwarf, Darkstar versus Sharmoni, Mindless versus Pistorius, Camper versus TWI Lai, Z5 Toxic versus Padge, Goose Sand versus Virtue, Lucas versus Doge Droid, Smale versus Salty German, Helios versus GK Vec, Falchoin versus RC, and Alexi versus Bad Jack Jack. So you can actually see what we've done with the seeding, with the kind of buys. If you remember right back at the start, I was in a quandary as to how we were going to get as many entries as we did to work in this sort of format, and it basically meant that we had buys. So all the people that are highlighted in blue didn't partake in round 1. They've automatically kind of gone through to round 2. They were picked at random. That was just the fairest way of doing it. So hope we're all up to speed. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Before we get into that, though, there is a bit of exciting news for anyone that plays on Xbox, PlayStation 4, or Switch. Basically, we are, you may know, we've obviously been putting that on hold for, whoopsie. There we go, I'm back. We've sort of, we're not putting it on hold, we've sort of been talking about the console updates for a while now, and obviously kind of, you know, it's one thing that's been requested a lot because it's been a while. We know that. You know, it's not my fault, it's not necessarily anyone's fault, it's just... These things take time, and obviously given a certain sort of global situation, well, it is what it is. But I can confirm that we are at the very, very last steps of being able to get those updates out to you. And I can confirm, because we've confirmed what's going to go into the updates, I'm literally going to rattle off what are in them right now. So this is exciting, right? So what it also means, and I'll go into this in a bit more detail, but effectively the Switch, if you play on Switch, you're going to be up to date. You're going to have all the content, all the stuff that's gone into the latest Xbox and PlayStation updates. You're going to get that in one massive update. So let's just go into it. So I'm literally going to read out what each console is going to get. So the Switch, you're going to get 4 brand new missions. You're going to get the SAM Site Ridge, Charlie Watchtower, Bomber Command, and the Better Future Training Program. Actually, that Better Future Training Program is broken up into like 10 different missions, is it? I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. You're going to get the DLC skin packs. So that's the To the Stars and Weapons of War DLC packs. You can purchase those. They're paid DLC. Prices are yet to be confirmed for the DLC packs, but that's in the works. Oh, sorry, there's 2 more missions. I beg your pardon. There's 2 more missions. You get Rook Creek Bridge and Crown Top Hill Fort. So that is not Trader Troll. That's the bridge and the Spider King missions. You're also going to get co-op campaign. You're going to get co-op creative. You're going to get your custom skins and also Better Future. That's a huge amount of content. And not only that, and this is going to apply to Xbox and PS4 as well, you're going to get R&D labs. So you may remember on PC, if you've been paying attention to that, we've always had since day one an R&D DLC where you can purchase it and you can sort of test all these new blocks that were a bit ropey and a bit untested, shall we say. Literally untested. Not just tested in the game, like we just didn't have the time to test them, so we thought, well, let's give them to the players. Anyway, that is now coming to console. We talked about this briefly in the past, but it's finally here. You can now, when we release the update, you'll get the R&D as a paid DLC. Will there be cross-platform? No plans for cross-platform yet, I'm afraid, Sebi. That's not particularly high on our list of things to look at. We want to get these updates out first. So that's it, really. Let me recap. So we've got actually 6 new missions. So SAM Site Ridge, Charlie Watchtower, Bomber Command, and the Better Future Training Program, as well as Rook Creek Bridge and Crown Top Hill Fort. You've also got the DLC packs. So there's 2 packs, and then each pack has 2 skins in them. One for Better Future, one for GSA, one for Hawkeye, and one for Venture. You're also going to get co-op creative, co-op campaign, custom skins. So they're not custom skins, are they? They're skins, like the skins palette. So you can add your own custom skins to your text, and also obviously Better Future. That's all coming to Switch, which is awesome. So what's coming to Xbox and PS4? Well, basically everything that isn't already there. So basically, you've got your Samsung. So that's Switch. I've got that out of the way. Xbox, you're going to get the 4 new missions. So SAM Site Ridge, Charlie Watchtower, Bomber Command, and the Better Future Training Program. And you're also obviously, as I said, getting the R&D Labs upgrade DLC. And on PS4, you're getting exactly the same. So Xbox and PS4 are getting exactly the same. 4 new missions and the DLC, the R&D DLC. Whew. Does that all make sense? So that's the kind of console news that we have, and that's now that basically we were able to confirm that because that's now been submitted. I've been itching to tell you guys this for so long, but because we hadn't been able to submit, I couldn't confirm it. But now we know that's what's going in. Exceptional, wicked. Okay, another sip of coffee because I'm going to continue talking. So there you go. So no confirmed date for it just yet. Again, it's on Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation as to how long that's going to take. But they are, it's been submitted. Hopefully, it all gets passed and goes through without much of a hitch. Cool. So with all that said and done, I hope everyone's excited for that. Let's get into the round 2 of the Naval Warfare Challenge, shall we? I'm just going to load in the game because I forgot to load it up before I started. Already said, had it loaded. You may have heard it on the opening title screen. I had loaded in the background, and you could probably hear it. Yeah, Zugbug. Switch has finally got... This is the first update, I think. I mean, it's been a year. It's been a while. It's been a long minute, put it that way. But like I say, it's all coming in. Okay, the game's loaded up. Let's go into it. It's going to take a quick moment just to load in. There we go. So let's just jump into it, shall we? So, like I say, we're into round 2, which means a whole new set of game saves for me to load into. Hopefully the game plays ball with us. Hopefully everything works. Yeah, good luck to everybody today. This is pretty exciting. I just need to get a list of everyone that's in this. So as you can see, we have a couple of submissions. I just need to figure out whose it's whose. Give me a quick second there, guys. So please accept me versus Overlord Aqua. You're floating away. You don't need to be floating away. Right, here we go. So I believe I can't remember who's whose. I'm going to need to do a quick recap. So you may remember, you may recognise. Oh, I can't remember who got buys either. Okay, Overlord. So please accept me is the new one, Overlord Aqua. Okay, so this one I have with me here is Overlord Aqua 2. You recognise this from round 1, and here we have. Please accept me. Let's get rid of that charging station. Let's get rid of Fatui. Come back here. I'm gonna need to drop a cab down. Good luck to everybody. Let's get you in build beam, just to make that nice and straightforward. I'm just going to drop a cab down here. I'm going to put my cheats on. There we go. Going to switch to this cab. Okay, here we go. So round 2 about to start in... No, stop floating away. Here we go. Let's make you a neutral. Let's make you a neutral. Enemy and enemy, and we're off. Whoosh! So much damage. Can I zoom out quick enough? Yeah. Right, so they're off. They seem pretty evenly matched so far. I like that heads-up view, that bird's eye. It was nice. There was a lot of activity going on there. One thing I've learned throughout all this challenge is I'm not good at shoutcasting. I do not have a future in competitive TerraTech shoutcasting, so don't at me or don't ask me to do anything like that because I'll be rubbish. This seems pretty even, to be fair, guys. I mean, that mast was never really well protected anyway, so that was always going to be the first thing to go. But they're, you know, they're giving a good charge it. They were both charged, guys. Don't worry, they were both charged. They were both fully charged. Fret not. Guys, chill. Chill. They were fully charged. Chill out. It's fine. Well, it looks like Please Accept Me is a bit stranded. And Overlord... Sailship was only at 60%. Okay, here's... Okay, well, we're going to have to redo then. Sorry about this. Let's redo. So it has 60%. That should have loaded in fully charged. I don't know why it suddenly dropped. It mattered. Right. Well, that's weird and highly frustrating. Sorry about that. Alright, we're going to have to wait for this to charge up then. Yeah, I appreciate your point there, Virtue. It's just tough when one just floats away and I can't control it. Charges. I can't have more charges because they'll just get in the way. I suppose I could charge. Yeah, let me load in one now. I'm not quite sure why that hasn't. Why that's drained so much battery. Weird. I know, I understand that, Sebi. I really do. I'm guessing he just floated too far. When I was waiting for the bubbles to open up, he's just floated too far away from the charger. and then just not being able to charge up while it was sat there. But yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Just got to wait a quick minute while this one charges up again. But it's fine. We're not in a rush. Turn off the hubbard. I don't want to mess around too much with the techs because they have a tendency to break. Do we need more charges? Blimmin' heck. Nearly there. I hope everyone's enjoying the music at least. I am. Do I need another charger? This is crazy. Right, as soon as that bar stops flashing, we're gonna despawn all the chargers. Let me get a cab ready just so we're ready to go. You have 15 stolen charges you can lend me, Sebby. Thanks, man. Right, that should do it. I believe we are now fully charged. So I'm just going to despawn all of the charging stations as quickly as I can. I'm going to switch to this. Right, take 2. Where am I going? Here we go. Oh, bloody hell. Need to do a quick reload because the it's a bit broken. Right, let's try again. Sigh of pain. So many sighs. Oh, and there's only... Oh, okay. You're just floating away, are we? Come back! Right. Let's try again, shall we? Still doesn't want to work? Brilliant. Ugh. I'm just going to mess around with this quickly, guys. Bear with me 1 second. I don't know why I thought that would work. It's the other one that doesn't want to work. Come on, bud. Ugh. Not your team on. I seem to have lost that cab in the bellies of the tech. Where'd you go, buddy? Well, let's despawn it anyway. Come back! Oh, see how frustrating this is? It's so hard. There you go. Just let that off. Right. Okay, there we go. That's what you want, isn't it? Okay. Switch to that. Continue without submitting crash report. We're just talking about this Bolshak. We haven't got a date confirmed yet for the next update. It's literally with our. It's been submitted. That means we've got the final versions of the update ready to go, and we've sent them off to PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. Pardon me. So yeah, it's that's still to be confirmed. But yeah, it's very soon. It's very soon. Ish. Right, so the game's loading back in. Let's whoopsie. Right, let's try again. Come back. So now this should work. Let's just get into it. There we go. Right, so here we go. Right, third time's a charm, guys. Let's whoa, zoom too far in. Let's try again. So pretty much the same thing that happened the first time round. Just this time, please accept me has a bit more charge. Oh, I beg your pardon, no, Overlord Aqua has a bit more charge. I hope they don't drift too far ahead. And again, almost identically to last time. Please accept me get stranded, but he managed to get himself off the rocks this time. As we go through for another round of missiles. Nice to see the healing and shield bubbles are doing their job. Nicely, not much really getting through there. I mean, the bulk of both ships seem to be pretty intact. You're gonna... Okay, so the shields are down on Overlord Aqua. This could be the end for Overlord Aqua. This could be out in the second round. Yeah, this feels pretty done now. Let's just wait for the confirmation. And there you go. So there we have it. We finally got through, and whose tech was that? That was... Please accept me. Please accept me. Beautiful. Right, let's quit out of that. I'm gonna need to restart my game probably. Let's see how we get on. So next up we have VQ9 versus Rev the Palm. So let's get that loaded in. Yeah, interesting point, Virtue. There's a lot of shield spam that we see, this is a good example of it, where you've kind of got layers on layers. Okay, these haven't finished opening yet. That's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to wait for these these repair bubbles to finish opening, which gives me a chance to double check on everything. Let me chuck another charging station down. Let's put one there. Let's put one at the back here. Let's put one in the corner. That ought to do it. Yeah, so repair bubbles need to be stacked. Shield bubbles not so much, because they're just protecting what's already in them. Healing bubbles can stack on top of each other. They're the effect stacks, I believe. Whereas repair bubbles just affect. You can't have the effect of shields is to stop projectiles going through, right? It's to stop the actual damage going through to the blocks. So if you just have two of the same, it doesn't stop them twice. It doesn't negate the damage twice. It's redundant, effectively. So yeah. So I think this one does a little. This ship here does a better job of that. They're slightly more spaced out, and it could be better. There's still some overlap, but again, at the same time, you kind of want to be safe and secure. I like the catamaran sort of vibe with all the trimaran. I think it's called trimaran of this vibe of this ship. But these outer barriers do act. They are quite effective. We saw this in the first round, I think. They're quite effective at effectively working as a second shield, like a physical shield. Come on. Nope, don't send blocks of inventory, please. Oh, there's no cab in that, I believe, then. Fair enough. It's just an AI cab, so we've got to wait for that to open. Yeah, really interesting design. And they've kind of got their own independent healing bits as well, so as long as these... Wow, there's so many healing things on this. We could be here for some time. Well, they look great. Sorry, I've not been talking for a while. They look great. Both of them look pretty cool. Yeah, you can already feel my frame rate is taking an absolute hit. Goodness gracious. Well, I hope no one's in a rush, because we've only got through one battle and it's already half past. There's 15 more battles to go. So many shield bubbles, so many bubbles. I think we're fully charged on these ships. Just a few more to go. We really need a command that lets you Now this could all be for nothing if I can't actually change text. So I'm just going to drop this down here and see what happens. Let me save it first. Let me save it first. There we go. Lovely. I'm gonna put this on here just quickly, just so I can take a close look at this ship and see exactly how many more shields I've got to go. Any more? I can hear them. They're still going, guys. The Iceras. I saw my my emote on the Discord server. That's 2 years in the making right there, everybody. 2 years of being the community manager at Payload. I finally get my own emote in Discord. Nice. I mean, just on our own server, not just in Discord in general. Yeah, should we see how many repair bubbles this actually has? Oh, do you know, I can't actually remember which ship it is. That could take a while to find. Oh, any more? Let's have some Christmas music. That'll cheer us all up. Let's just take a while we're here. Let's just take a closer look at exactly what's going on. Look at all that insides. Look at all these shield bubbles. There's so much. Right, I think that's everything. I'm gonna start the countdown. And then that's gonna be it. So I'm going to remove all the charging stations. I'm going to put my cab back on the ground. Oh, they're still going. They're still going, guys. This is crazy. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1, or 5, 4. They're still going. We need more charging stations. Ugh. Alright, just to keep them topped up. Any more? This is crazy. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's everything. I think that is everything. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. The chargers can stay where they are. I don't mind. Oh, do we care? Let's just make everyone neutral. That'll work. Come on. Charger up, please. Ship has 25% power. I can't actually see how much power is on this ship. But it's not taking any more charge, so I think we can assume it's fully charged. Right then. Let's get rid of the charging stations. Let's switch over to here. Let's drop the cab on the floor. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and they're off. After all that. So we have Rev the Palm versus VQ9. And this is Rev the Palm closest to us versus VQ9. VQ9 has seemed to have capsized. That's not what you like to see. I think we've had this again in the first round where a ship sort of capsized on its side and couldn't get right itself back up. But it still managed to get through, so you never know. Based on how many shields there are and repair bubbles, you never know. He's still getting a few shots off though. And VQ9 is just sort of circling around. We have the Pom coming back through for another round. VQ9 still languishing on the floor. So after all that, you put all that effort into making repair bubbles. Yeah, you still... It's not a really stable tech. It seems to have righted itself slightly, though. I mean, it's not really moving. But it's just... Rev, the Pom, is able to do so much damage. Because it can't mobilise, because it can't get its main sort of line of artillery lined up, Rev can just absolutely destroy it. I mean, it's back up now, and it's sort of... It's doing better. I don't know if you can see here, but the shields are doing a lot to reflect or to stop or mitigate all these sort of projectiles making their way through. That's what shields do, right? So it's a good example of to show you sort of how having two stacking on top of each other doesn't really work, because you can basically only need one. So we have the Pom coming back round again for a second time. Okay, so the batteries are down on VQ9. This could be it now. I think Vince made a good point in chat that if you know, having that many shields, your batteries are going to drain, so you need to balance that out with plenty of battery, with plenty of power. So it's sort of a balancing act, really, isn't it? But it looks like we've just gone too shield and bubble heavy on that one, and it's just drained the batteries quicker than they're able to maintain them. So it's just a matter of time, folks. There you go. I think that's it. That's it. Game over now. Well done, Rev the Pom. You are today's winner. So Rev the Pom goes through. So Rev the Pom, I believe you're going to be playing battling. Please accept me in the next battle, in the next round. Next up, we have. I don't want to save that. I want to quit out. Next up, we have Titronic versus DFP03. So let's get that loaded now. Hopefully everything's charged up and we can just jump in. Okay, yeah, this should be quite easy. Let's just get into build beam quickly. So you're going that way. You're going that way. I might try the trick that I tried last time of putting a cab on putting a cab on the tech and changing it that way. That seemed to work better at that time. Right, so everything's fully charged, so let's get rid of the charging station. I'm going to set myself to neutral. I'm going to jump into here, that's what I want to do. I'm going to set... Don't hit escape. Come back. You need to stay here. I'm going to set myself to team 1. Come back. Woo. Right. Lots of hover bugginess going on in this one, I think. I feel like there was some hover bug shenanigans, which is why it could tilt. Right, so I need to be quick with this. So let's get going, guys. Okay, don't hit escape, because that causes the game to crash. Come back! Tell you what, guys, floating techs are the bane of my life at the minute. How do we get around this? Give me a second here, folks. No. Do we need to reload? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I don't want to mess around too much with the text. I'm going to need to charge them as well, aren't I? Because they're going to have been sat there waiting. Let's try something else. Let's get rid of that. This is really weird. I'm literally trying to figure out. Try swapping teams. Tried that. I might try and anchor this just while we try and sort this out. Give me a second here, fellas and fellases. Oh yeah, that was optimistic. Alright. So that should keep it quite somewhat stable at least. Now, what have we got? Right. So, we should be able to drop a cab down, right? And we can switch to it. Right, so I can change that one now, and I can change that one. Don't ask why that does that. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand it, but it does. Right, let's get you back up. Let's remove the anchors because they were never a part of the original design. I'm going to just whiz them back like that. Speaking of things that drift off, thanks very much. Right. We're all neutral, right? So I can just get rid of that, get rid of that. I can do enemy. Not sure what happened there. I think it went after me, but never mind. So they're off. They are fighting each other. And I think, as we would have expected, I mean, they weren't, neither of them were pretty heavy on shields, to be fair. Oh, that was a dramatic fall from grace. It's literally just going to be a fight to the death on the ground. Hey, there we go. I completely forgot who's in that battle. Let me recap who's. TerraTech. So who came through from the first round? It was DFP30. Let me double check. So yeah, DFP30 is the winner of that round. So you are through to the next round. DFP03, you are through. TerraTech put up a valiant fight, but unfortunately just couldn't quite stand up to the might that was their opponent. So next up we have Tadashi versus Keem. So let me quit out of here. I know I messed around so much trying to get it working with the bugs, with the issues, but I think I've got it figured out. So TerraTech. So we're up to Tadashi versus Keem. So another similar design where you've got your outer shields acting effectively as a physical barrier for these two. Let me just double check and remind myself whose is whose. So Tadashi's is this one. Is that correct? Nope, that's incorrect. This one is Tadashi's and the other one is Keem's. So this one is Tadashi versus Keem. They look quite similar, so forgive me if I get it wrong. Tadashi versus Keem. Tadashi versus Keem. Right. Are you going to let me change teams? You are for that. So let's get rid of the Fatsui. I'm going to get rid of the charging station now. I'm going to drop a new control block on the ground. I'm going to set myself to neutral. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. So Tadashi versus Keem. This could be an even one. I feel like these feel pretty even. Tadashi coming back round. Okay, we're gonna have the good old circle maneuver, vying for position. Let's get stuck back in because if we go too far away, things break. Here we go. So they're gonna come back round. Are we gonna do some more fighting, please? Beautiful. Here we go, guys. Oh, that felt like a lot. That felt like a lot. Tadashi versus Keem. Here we go. So Tadashi on the right, Keem on the left, I think. Yeah, that's correct. I got it right, guys. Are we using magnets? Is that what's happening here? I feel like I saw some magnets doing stuff. Is that correct? Where's my cab? My cabs. I don't want to go too far. I'm not going to take the camera too far away from the cab because I think that's when things start to despawn. Okay. Well, buckle in, guys. It looks like we're in for a long one. We're going to come back around for another volley. Beyblade time! Safety first here from Tadashi. But they look like they're lining up to go through for another volley. Beautiful stuff. Oh, so much carnage. Drive a speedy car map. This honestly is much better. This way of doing it is much better. So they're just going in. They're just dogfighting now. This is it. Oh, both seem to be doing okay out of it, to be fair. Not much damage on either. The shield and the heal bubbles are doing their bit. Again, we've seen this a lot in these sort of battles where it's just a battle of attrition. It's just who's going to last the longest, whose batteries are going to manage to see out the others. So there are magnets, right? I'm not going blind. Those are magnets that are dragging blocks in, loose blocks, armor blocks actually, for that, and effectively using them as extra shields. So I've seen this on Faltroin, if those that remember Faltroin's tech from a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I've seen it been used a couple before. It's an interesting way of. It's an interesting mechanic that I didn't know would work or not, and I suppose as a last line of defense. It's an interesting way to do it. So they're just going to come back in for one more round. Okay, just a quick one, just a little teaser, just to see what we're up to, see where we're at, and we're just going to go back in. We're literally going to go bumper to bumper. Just ramming it. Nice. I love a good. Just ploughing into each other. Beautiful. Guys, this could still go either way. There's still... Okay, so the shield... I say that, and the shields have... And the batteries are down on Keems. So we've got to hope that these... Okay. That's not what we wanted, guys. They've both just disappeared. And that's what happens when you go too far away from the spawn point. Which I don't even know where that is anymore. Here he is. Too far away. Should we remake? What does chat think? Remake? Rematch. Let's do a rematch. Rematch. Let's load her up then. Yeah, not much we can do about that, and not much we can do about that, really. Good stuff. Good stuff. No idea what that crash was. Literally never happened to me before. But we're going to get back into the game. Yeah, TerraTech has not been wanting to do my awesome ideas of getting some awesome naval battles and getting people to do things. Okay, I'll try for this battle. I might need to try and load into just a quick, simple speed tech. Speed tech, that's a thing, right? Just a small tech that can kind of keep up with the battle. It won't look great, but at least it will be fair, and we'll get a winner out of it. For this one, we'll have to, because yeah, it's just not that fun having to restart every time. Give me a second here, guys. I need to find. I actually need to find a tech that I can use, so I'm just going to jump into the workshop really quickly. Yeah, that's the trouble. My worry is that we just have a tech that can't see anything, and because I'm trying to control it too much and trying to see what's going on. Maybe it was overly complicating it. Right, I'm trying to find a tech that's probably we know is going to be fast enough to keep up with the action. I'll tell you what, Zero Gravitas to the rescue. Let's use Zero Gravitas' Tron bike. We know this one's going to work. Right, so let's clear the charging station out. Let's clear Fitsui out. Let's load in. Right, so I need to set myself to neutral. Okay, guys, ready? 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and they are off. The other thing is you get the UI, but I suppose the UI is not too intrusive when we're like this, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, yeah, maybe this is better. So it's in the first sort of few volleys. I need to get in the middle here so we don't get text despawning. I'm gonna hide under these rocks. Whoop. Okay, we're gonna go back round. We're coming back through. Is this better? I feel this. I feel this is better. What do you think, chat? Is this a better way of doing it? I don't feel like I'm in as much control. I can't zoom into points of the action as much, but it feels slightly more stable, I suppose. Okay, here we're gonna go. We're gonna go for another volley. Pretty tame, in all fairness. Pretty tame. Where you going there, bud? Come back. Come back. Fight each other. Just fight. Come on. There you go. Yoosh. Lots of damage there, fellas and fellases. Sorry, I'm just going to mess around my cameras quickly. There we go. I can also pick up all the loose blocks by riding over them. That's going to be my job. Oh, hey, a block. Oh, I missed it. Not too far, please. Hey, blocks. Oh, I missed it. Get it. Yeah, got it. So I can have my own game while they're fighting. Yeah, that works. I quite like it. Alright, fair enough. Okay, I think this is where the shields went down last time for Tadashi. Oof. Getting my blocks. Oh, I missed it. Getting my blocks. Got it. Come on. Do something! There you go. Right. It wasn't about this point that someone's shields went down. Okay, there we go. Someone's shields? No, everyone's shields still up. Everyone's batteries are still clinging in there. Oh, I forgot I can strafe in this as well. Whee! Can everyone still see the action? Is this working for everyone? Whoop. Got my block. Get my other one. Oh, moving target, moving target. Got it! Nice. Oh. Oh. Guys, for a second there I thought the worst had happened. Which ship? The brick? This one? Let's let it just cruise on over. Okay, we're going to go in. Oh! Okay, so the shields are down on Keem's ship. I believe that's Keem's ship. So this is kind of what happened last time. So we've got to see how these outer tertiary sort of physical shields managed to hold up. Guys, this is an epic one. This is just going on and on. Don't go too far away, please. I feel like I'm talking to my 2-year-old daughter. Stay where you are. Stay within the bounds of the combat area, please. Make sure your shields are fully charged. Come on. Matt needs a hovertech. This is kind of a hovertech. It can strafe. Oh, goodness me. This is just going on. I think... Do you know what? I think these shields on the side of Keem's ship are what's going to save him. I think that's just going to be able... He's just going to be able to mitigate so much more damage. And like we've seen so many times, again... This comes down... This is a battle of attrition. And I think Tadashi's shields and batteries may not be able to outlast the damage that Keem can put out there. Is this making anyone else seasick? Good. It should, because we're in the seas. This is naval warfare, everyone. Come on. Get stuck in there. Just give me a little poke. There you go. Okay, so the shields are finally down on Tadashi. That actually means that Keem's got to find that one sweet spot. I think he's broken through, so that's the back end of Tadashi's has gone down. Keem's just needs to find that cab, and that's it. There we go. So yeah, even though Keem's batteries went down first, these side shields seem to put them in good stead. So top tip there, everyone. That was good. Well played. Well played, everyone. So thanks for partaking in that, Tadashi. That was very well done. Keem, you're through to the next round. So let's quit out of here and load into the next game. It's going to be between GKJ and Dax Nighthawk. So just try and load this in now. GKJ versus Dax Nighthawk. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I could probably try and fix that, but I haven't got the time. Cool, right, so GKJ versus Dax. Let's find GKJ's on here. Where are you? So over here we have GKJ, and over here we have Dax Nighthawk. Let's get you back into position. So here we have GKJ versus Dax, which is this one. And I am going to remove the charging station, remove Fatui. I'm going to load in the spectator vehicle. Just going to plop this down here. While I'm here, I am actually going to set this to... No, I can't because I don't... Maybe I can. Let's try that. So that's a neutral. Set this to neutral. Switch to it. Switch this to neutral. That worked. Nice. Let's just go straight into enemy. Enemy. And they're off. So here we go. GKJ versus Dax Nighthawk. Oh, so much damage done to Dax Nighthawk there. That front has not come out of that very well. GKJ going back in for more. That's quite a nimble ship. And he's just going to ram straight into the back of Dax. Just unloading on the side of that ship. Just not giving him a chance to even really get a volley off. I don't really see Dax being able to do much damage there. GKJ sort of rising, trying to board, literally boarding the other ship. Literally boarding the other ship. They're just sort of stuck on each other. This is what it's going to... Why am I taking damage? Stop! I think this is what it's going to be like until someone tries to get off the other one, I guess. GKJ, so they've managed to dislodge themselves. Whoops, excuse me. Oh, so much damage. Right. Dax is still hanging in there. This is incredible. Dax is still hanging in there. Even though he's missing quite literally half of his ship. GKJ can't quite seem to stay upright. But that hasn't seemed to have bothered him that much. He can still... But yeah, you see all these shots? They're just missing now. So that's just going to open up Dax to come in and hit that underbelly. That soft underbelly that could be the way through to the cab, right? That could be the way through to the heart of the tech. Lovely festive music for the occasion as well. I think they're moving quite... They're moving along quite fast. Come on, someone's shields have got to go down soon. Oh! Nearly interfered then. It nearly interfered with play. I'm going to just zip under this ship. Woohoo! GKJ just doesn't want to stay upright. But funny enough, he's still got that arc. He's still got, his weapons are still able to actually do damage now. They're just at right distances in that sweet spot. Look at all that artillery going through. This is crazy. Not quite sure what's happening there. This could be one of the downsides of using Hoverbug and the AI not knowing really how to control it. You're not going to be able to do much just sat on your side there, GKJ. That's it. Come on. Start firing your weapons. Now the shields are down on Dax. There's not much more protecting in between, or there's not much protecting the cab from what is soon to be certain death. Has to be, right? Yeah, there we go. Dax is just sort of floundering around. Yeah, I mean, he's putting up a good fight, to be fair, but GKJ just shows no signs of... I can't see any blocks missing from GKJ's. There we go. The AI seems to have figured it out a little bit. No. We're just gonna... Look, you can see through the ship! That's so funny! And now, that's it, right? That's game over. GKJ with the flex, the flyover, took a wave. Well, there we go. As if that was ever going to be in doubt. GKJ, you're through to the next round. Well played. Right. Time is ticking, guys. So I might need to... I think we've got time to squeeze one more in. So it's going to be White Dwarf versus Ingridar. So let's quit out of this. Well played. So yeah, one more, and then we're going to have to call it a day there, everyone. Due to technical issues, we're going to have to cut it short, just because we're kind of running over time. But we'll pick this up probably next week. I may even try and do like an impromptu stream during the week, just so we can speed this whole thing along. Okay, let's turn your vector off. Move backwards. This is a great start. You know it's going to be a good battle when one of them literally starts on its side. Let's see if we can right you properly, and also unanchor you as well. Right, let's get you in your starting positions. I'm going to remove the charging station and Fatui. I'm going to load in the spectator mobile. Pop that down there. While I'm here, I'm going to set you to neutral. I'm going to set the spectator mobile to neutral. Going to jump in. We're going to set to neutral, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they're off. So here we have White Dwarf versus Ingridar. Now, forgive me, I can't quite remember whose is whose, but we'll come on to that shortly. I believe this is Ingridar's, and here we have White Dwarf. Yeah, this is White Dwarf and Ingridar here. So White Dwarf having a hard time being able to stand upright. White Dwarf just getting barged out of the way. Now, that's not really doing them any favours from Ingridar, just pushing them, because you can see all of White Dwarf's artillery is just down that side. So, without being able to sort of question... now, the batteries have gone down on White Dwarf. White Dwarf is down. That was nice and simple. Straightforward. Easy. And like a scavenger. My blocks! My blocks! All my blocks! Yeah! Woohoo! Well, there you go. Why are you still fighting? Is the cab still there? You just need to shoot that bit there. Just that thing there. Just shoot it. The cab is still there. Why can't you shoot the cab? It's here! Well, I think we know that that's game over, right? So there you go. That is White Dwarf... No, Ingridar, beg your pardon, is through to the next round. Let me double check that is actually Ingridar. Yes, Ingridar, you're through. Wait. I'm completely mistaken. White Dwarf. White Dwarf is through. Ingridar, you had WD in your name, which led me to think that that was White Dwarf. But no, this is White Dwarf. White Dwarf is through. That could have been embarrassing. Congrats, White Dwarf. Well played. So you're going to face GKJ in the next round. Beautiful. Right then, guys. I'm going to quit out of that because that's enough of that. No one wants to see any more of that. Oh, don't know what's happening with this fuzziness. Maybe I need to put myself back into focus. Is that going to help? A little bit. Right, guys. That'll do you for today. I'm going to just turn this off, or so I'm just going to exit out of the game. There you go. Well played, everyone. So we only have time for 6 games, so there's 10 more to go. Hopefully we can rattle through them a bit quicker next time. So please accept me, Rev the Pom, DFP03, Keen, GKJ, and White Dwarf are all through to round 3. Well played, everyone. I'm going to leave it there. Come on, camera. What are you playing at? Is that any better? Probably not. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Matt, put your earbuds. Oh yeah, I was gonna show everyone. So yeah, I can fit my earbuds through my ear holes. Isn't that fun? And on this side. Ew. Beautiful. So there you go. Who's the next one? Good question. So next up we're going to have Darkstar versus Sharmoni, Piotrus versus Mindless, Camper versus TW Lie. Those are the next ones that are queued up. So if you're in any of those, come check out next stream and we'll give them a shot. Right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for when we'll be doing the next load of round 2 techs. We were only 1 match away. Yeah. Next week, guys. I'm running out of time. Yeah, stay tuned for next week. Yeah, so big news about I'll keep your eyes on our Discord and our Twitter channels. Everything should be in. I think it should be in our description below. I'm going to try and tease or show just exactly what the all this cool new stuff looks like that's coming to console. We're going to try and share some lovely bits from that. I'll tell you why that's like the way it is, because I turned that too low. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so if you want to see sort of more the console stuff that's coming, keep your eyes peeled to our Twitter account and our Discord. That's where it's all going to go. Right, guys, have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Oh, hang on. I'm not gone yet. I'm going to do that again. Right, and we'll see you guys next time.